Alright, how's everyone doing? Just thought I'd do another Firebox demo, I guess we'll call it. Try and keep everything in frame. Bear with me on that, please. Now, I bought the Firebox Cordura heavy sack, or heavy bag rather, sorry. That's what I wanted. I guess they come with a little cotton bag. Mine didn't. Mine just came in a plastic cellophane shrink wrap deal. I don't know. I didn't get a cotton bag with mine. Hey Steve, where's my cotton bag, buddy? Anyways, I had an old pair of cargo shorts, and all I did was cut the pocket off. The leg was ripped on the inseam right down to the edge, so they were no good. So I just cut the cargo pocket off. Has a Velcro, and it happens to fit the Firebox really well. So if anyone's looking for a bag for something like that, whether it be the Firebox or anything else, old cargo shorts do a great job. So and once again, just want to show this. You know, I said this in my last video. I'm pretty sure I've seen people have a hard time. They're trying to pry this thing off here, the ash pan, trying to pry it off. Don't do that. Just open it like a book and it pops off. Okay, can't stress that enough, because I see people having a hard time with it. All right, so there's that, and we're gonna get that to slide under there where I want it to be happy. I think that's in frame well enough. Maybe I'll turn it towards the camera. Makes a bit more sense, right? Bring it in a little closer. There we go. Now today I used methyl hydrate. In the States you guys would have denatured alcohol. Same idea. I am trying wood pellets, hardwood pellets. You can buy a bloody, I think it's like a 5 kilogram or 10 kilogram, I can't remember what the weight is, but you can buy a big old sack of it. Where are my hands here? Not in frame whatsoever. Anyways, a huge sack, about the same size as a large bag of barbecue briquettes. And it's, you know, up here in Canada, $4, $5, $6. And for around the house, you know, if you're not out at your camp like I am, it's a good alternative to using up all your wood. And I keep my wood for bonfires and such at home. So Crown Royal bag, perfect little carrying container for those. So I'm just going to throw a bunch in. What I think is going to be enough to get me a long enough burn for my pot of water here. And I used the boil plate last time, so I'm going to use the boil plate again this time. Now, bear with me one more second. I'll be right back. Alright, I wanted to try a smattering of fuel tab, or a sprinkling of fuel tab. It's a wet fire tab, in case you're wondering. I just break one into four pieces and stick it in one of these little keychain pill fobs. Excuse me, a little backwards there. Does a good job. Keeps it sealed up. And for this test, I'll be using my Ultimate Survival Technologies Blast Match. Great little one-handed thing. There we go. Should be enough to get the pellets burning. I'm going to go ahead and get my boil plate on here now. just pick you up and bring you over here. It's very windy, so we'll see how that does. There you can see. Should be enough to get them going. Might take a minute or two. What I'm going to do, I don't want to put the water on yet. Just thinking that might help keep the keep it in a bit better. But I'll come back in a couple minutes. Can't pause my phone here, so I'm going to stop the video now. And I'll come back when that starts to light up a bit better and we can get the water boiling and see what kind of time we get out of wood pellets. So be right back. Alright, as you can see, it's going there now. I just threw up a piece of bark, a bit of a shield wall there. So we'll stick our cup of water in and see how long it takes. I'm just going to keep you with me here for this one. I may have some YouTube music going for this part. Ah, what the hell? Da 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 da. Yeah, never mind. Oh, sick man! I'm a sick man. Starting to shoot towards my little bark wall here, which I don't like, but it's pretty moist, so it should be able to handle a bit of that. Beautiful day. The wild, she's making her own noise. Wind through cedars. It's nice. Almost as nice as wind through poplars or aspen. Similar sound to that. Quite unlike the flapping of my lips. Of course, I didn't look at the screen to see what time I put this on, but you guys will have. Anyone who's paying attention to boil times. Starting to get some sizzle. The hardwood pellets do a really good job. My wife and I, we have a daughter. She's almost 11 months, and it was pouring rain last night and I wanted to have a fire. So we just went into... back that up a bit more. Just went into the garage, cracked the door open, and filled this thing half, 3/4 with wood pellets. And I'll tell you, I can't show you because of the way the camera's angled right now. I suppose I can if I pick the camera up. You know, I had flames shooting up to here, you know. Whatever. 1.5 feet, 2 feet. I guess it's easier to just say that, isn't it? With the hardwood pellets, they function in this thing very well. It's a good little fuel source for around the house with any kind of hobo stove, and especially with the Firebox. I mean, you can see the flames kicking out of this thing, and as soon as the cup comes to a boil, and we're starting to get bubbles rolling here already, and that's what, 2 minutes maybe. I'm just guesstimating. It's probably only going to be another 30 seconds to a minute before that comes to a rolling boil. But they're going to be shooting out of there, and then it gives off a great bed of coals. Do up a quick slice of meat. I never timed to see how long the coals stay hot enough to cook. That'll be in later videos, I guess. We're just doing, or I'm just doing fuel sources right now. Oh, this was going to be a wood, but I wanted to just get the wood pellets out of the way. Give them a try. And like I said, it's no problem to throw those in a bag or, you know, some kind of container. Bring enough to fill this thing halfway up, or bring enough to fill it up twice, and you'd have more than enough to do any kind of cooking or drinking you'd need for, you know, like a single meal with 1, 2, 3 people even. We're pretty much at a rolling boil now. I'm just going to give it a few more seconds here, and I'll bring the camera in. So wood pellets and Firebox stove, I'm going to give that a thumbs up for boil time. Like I said, I didn't watch, but we're looking at, you know, under 3 minutes or around that mark anyway, and we've got a good boil going there. So I'm going to call that water boiling, as you can see. I think that's a fair assessment. For you hardcores, maybe another 30 seconds would certainly qualify. Handle's good. And you can see the kind of flame I'm getting on this thing. On a windy day, mind. We got a foot flames coming off these pellets. And I only filled them, you know, barely half. I really like the just the, you know, the slots, ventilation holes, you know, fire stick slots. Call it what you will. Sorry, Steve, if I'm getting some of these things you probably already have names for wrong. But when there's a fire coming through there, it's almost looking like stained glass. You know, it's almost like looking at sun coming through a stained glass window. To me personally, I love the way that looks. I think that's pardon me for using this term, some of you guys, but that's real pretty. That's damn pretty. Even on this side, same thing. Just looks nice. Really well designed. Good job, Steve. Really, really pleased with this. Enjoying it on many levels. But anyways, there was our boil time, and there was our demo on wood pellets. I will leave that go for a little longer. Flames probably are going to burn like that for several more minutes. I would say it's a safe bet from what I remember from last night. Of course, like I said, I had a bit more wood in it. It's a little windier, so they won't last as long. Readjust my little monopod I made here. I don't know if I've ever showed that before, but just a cedar branch that came out, as you can see. Used a Mora on this for those that are interested. Flattened that out. Carved out a little groove here, and my phone just sits in it like this, and then I can adjust the angle, and I've got this thing leaning forward to be a little closer. But for those of you who don't have one but want to film with your phone, you could do this for a camera as well. You might need a bigger piece of wood, a bigger branch, but try and grab dead stuff, guys, always. And then it just sits on there, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So like I said, that'll probably continue to burn with flame for maybe as much as another 5 minutes, give or take, and then you'll have a great bed of coals. And if I had something out here to cook with, there goes my wall. You throw this little grill that Steve has to go with it. See if I can pop this off while it's going. Let that cool off now. You know, you can just pop this grate on and you can start cooking, and you'd be laughing. Pull the fire sticks out. Probably hot that end, so actually they're not too bad. I had them out far enough. That's the thing, if you've got this and you put your fire sticks in, just put them in far enough that you feel like it'll hold the bottle stable. You know, you just want it sticking out on the other end by about that much, and then you should be able to, as long as it's not in there for an hour, you should be able to grab this and pull it out without any problem. But I got the extra set of sticks, so I don't have to take chances or worry about that. Alright, so I hope everyone enjoyed. I've already got a little fire video out, or I just let that burn and continue filming it so you could see how much longer that'll go with, you know, between quarter and half full of hardwood pellets. We're already at just about 9¼ minutes here, almost 9½, whatever. And It's still going. It's starting to die down now, so I'd just say a couple more minutes and you'd have an awesome bed of coals. I'll come back and show you what that is. Okay, so that was about another 5 minutes before the flames died out, and this is what I got left with. Nice bed of coals. It's actually already burning through. If you want to cook, I would suggest half full, but you could probably still cook off that pretty damn easily, actually. That's some pretty wicked heat right there. It wouldn't take long at all. So, there you have it. Nice bed of coals, do a little cooking on, and a great fuel source. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope this was found this useful, some of you, and be well.